So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 5 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to dive into today includes the Uncharted Leak, Spiderman 2 multiplayer is back in the discussion, GTA 6 Factions 2, and a new PlayStation 5 title is going for next generation animation. First, yes or no, do you still think Sony will hold a PlayStation showcase this month or not? We're approaching the middle of the month right now and haven't even gotten an announcement for a new PlayStation showcase. I personally would be very surprised if Sony holds no showcase this month. They don't have one this month. I'd be very surprised. I think it's still happening, but of course, that's just me. What about you guys? So comment below yes or no if you still think Sony will hold a showcase event this month or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, GTA 6. So as we know, GTA 6 has been confirmed to be in development by Rockstar Games. Rumors have it pegged for 2024. Recently, something interesting happened with the Rockstar website that has people looking forward towards GTA 6. Reading from website Comic Book, a recent move from Rockstar Games may have just indicated that work on Grand Theft Auto 5 is finally coming to a close. Within the past week, Rockstar posted a vast new thank you page on its website to name all of the various team members at the studio that worked on GTA 5 in some capacity over the past decade. Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online represent the combined efforts of our global team over many years, says a message from Rockstar at the top of the webpage. We want to acknowledge and thank everyone who has contributed to these games from their original launch in 2013 all the way through to the present day. So the weird thing for me about this is that if this game is actually going to release in 2024, as per what rumors say, then why would they put this message up now? We're still ways away from 2024, and you'd think they want the community focused on the current online game. This also makes it seem like an announcement might not be too far off. They put this thank you page up, and then maybe an announcement might drop in the near future. Of course, we'll have to wait and see if that happens. Now, diving into the second story of the video, next generation animation. So this is a simple one. Deviation Games, a studio that partnered with Sony to create a new AAA IP for the PlayStation 5 with ex-Call of Duty developers, posted up a job posting recently talking about next generation animation. The job listing is for a principal animation engineer, and in the responsibilities section, it states, produce fluid and grounded next generation animation. So I wanted to mention this because it seems not as many games out there have solid animation, especially after playing games like Horizon 2 Forbidden West and more recently The Last of Us Part 1. Considering the first one is a cross-gen game and The Last of Us Part 1 is a remake, I'm thinking next generation animation goes beyond those as well for a full-fledged PlayStation 5 title. And things like this, like animation and AI and just interactivity with the world around you, should be pushed more so this generation, along with, of course, making things look better. All of these other things are very important along with visuals. Very curious to finally see what the studio has been working on, and now I expect the animation to at least amaze me to a certain degree. This will be even more in your face considering it'll probably be a first-person shooter. But you guys let me know if you're fans of FPS games or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the third story of the video, the Uncharted Leak. Reading from PlayStation Universe, the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection launched for PlayStation 5 players everywhere at the beginning of this year on January 28, 2022, with the PC release planned to come later on. Well, it looks like the latest leak has practically confirmed what was already rumored, that it will in fact arrive on the Epic Game Store and Steam on October 19, 2022. This time, it's the Epic Game Store bearing responsibility for the leak, as the game page for the Legacy of Thieves collection listed October 19, 2022 as the release date. Besides the release date, Epic also revealed that players who pre-ordered the collection on the Epic Game Store will receive a Fortnite glider in the form of Sully's Seaplane, which is a pretty cool glider if I still played Fortnite like I did back in the day. But to continue, there was an update on this story as well. The Epic Game Store page, which listed the title as coming October 19th, 2022, has been taken down, further indicating that it will indeed arrive on that date. So the release date going up then getting taken down tells me that Sony probably probably plan to announce this at some form of event, or maybe I'm just wishful thinking here, but say I'm not, it makes sense because they now seem to announce PC ports on their showcases, their events, like they did for Spider-Man Remastered and Miles Morales. Of course, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection was already revealed to be coming to PC, but maybe they wanted to have it at some form or event to remind people. Of course, they could also just have a blog post, just post whatever, and that's it. So we'll see, because October is literally next month, so I assume this should be officially revealed or confirmed very soon. Now diving into the fourth story of the video, Factions 2. So you guys already know about my hype level for Factions 2. It's beyond the skies, the stars, whatever the highest it could be. And the pain I felt when we weren't going to hear anything until next year. So with this, I'll take anything at this point when it comes to Factions 2. I'll say though, this is a good one here. Reading from PlayStation Universe, Naughty Dog is keeping tight-lipped on its Last of Us multiplayer game, but the LinkedIn profile for Matthew Seymour, a former environment designer for the Sony-owned studio, has possibly revealed a couple of interesting tidbits about the game. Here's the blurb from Seymour's profile. Worked on an unannounced title and was on loan from Bend Studio. Worked on multiplayer title in a very dense city with lots of detail. So according to the report from Jason Schreier from last year, it was pointed out that Sony Bend Studio had staff helping Naughty Dog out with their multiplayer game. So this lines up with that. This is about Factions 2 because, of course, Last of Us Part 2 and 1 both don't have any multiplayer modes. Now, putting that to the side, I'm excited to hear this will be a dense world. I'm personally more interested in the Factions 1 like mode that's rumored to be in this game as well, but the rumored Escape from Tarkov mode, which is this is probably referencing to, sounds exciting as well. A dense, detailed, post-apocalyptic city that all takes place online and evolves over time. It sounds very interesting to me, and I'm very excited for this project. Probably one of my most anticipated games in a long time, and I can't wait for it to release. And now diving into the final story of the video, Spider-Man 2 Insomniac Games and multiplayer. So this conversation of co-op for Spider-Man 2 came into swing when the game was revealed about a year ago. At this point, you saw Peter, you saw Miles, they were fighting together. There was also job postings pointing towards Insomniac Games working on a multiplayer game. So this all came together, and people thought Spider-Man 2 was going to have co-op. I thought this was over with because Insomniac Games debunked this themselves indirectly by stating Spider-Man 2 is a single-player experience, but here we have website Game Rant discussing it again. The focus of this article is a new Insomniac Games job posting for a lead gameplay programmer for multiplayer, and this job posting states things like familiarity with game object replication, approaches that facilitate great multiplayer features and systems, and ability to provide vision and architecture for multiplayer game systems. So this obviously doesn't indicate anything in relation to Spider-Man 2. That's mainly why I wanted to cover it. I still see people mentioning, still having hope for Spider-Man 2 to have co-op, but that's not the case. Now, their multiplayer project, that could by all means be a Marvel project or not. It could be something else. If it is a Marvel project, then maybe you could see Miles and Peter in that multiplayer project. But you guys let me know if you even want multiplayer in Spider-Man 2 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. As it always helps, to subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "It's a new week." It's another new week, another week where we're hopeful that Sony will finally announce a PlayStation showcase. So I'm keeping the hopes up just a little bit. And if you're excited for the potential announcements this week, destroy the comment section with "It's a new week." And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.